Most retirees don't realize this. Choosing the wrong Medicare plan could quietly cost you tens of thousands of dollars, not up front, but later when you're sick, vulnerable, and have the least control. And the worst part, both options sound almost identical when you first hear them. So how do you actually choose between Medicare Advantage and Medigap without making a mistake you can't easily undo? Because once you pick wrong, switching later isn't always simple. Let's go over the core difference. Let's simplify this. There are two main paths. There's Medicare Advantage. It's a private insurance. This plan replaces the original Medicare. On the other hand, Medigap is a supplement plan that works with your original Medicare. That sounds small, but this one decision changes how you access doctors, how much you pay, and how much financial risk you carry. And here's where people get misled, because one option looks cheaper up front, but can become far more expensive later. Let's look at the cost structure. Let's talk about what most people focus on: cost. Medicare Advantage, it's usually zero or low. It's monthly premium. It's a pay as you use. So think co-pays, think co-insurance, out-of-pocket maximums. Whereas Medigap, you have higher monthly premiums, but far fewer out-of-pocket surprises. In many cases, predictable costs, minimal bills when care is needed. So the real question isn't which is cheaper. It's when do you want to pay? Now or later? Let's talk about access and flexibility. Something that's even more important than cost. Freedom. Medicare Advantage usually requires you to stay in network. Which means you'll most likely need referrals. You have decreased flexibility. Medigap, any doctor that accepts Medicare, no referrals, and nationwide flexibility, nationwide flexibility. This becomes a big deal, especially when your health changes and you need care quickly or outside your local area. Let's go over risk exposure here. Here's the part most retirees, they underestimate. Medicare Advantage, you're exposed to higher out-of-pocket costs. If something serious happens, luckily there's a cap, but that cap can still be thousands of dollars per year. So higher out of pocket, that's for sure. Medigap, is designed to reduce that risk significantly, much lower surprise expenses. And this is where the decision becomes very personal because it depends on how much uncertainty you're willing to live with. Let's talk about who each plan is best for. Let's make it practical. Medicare Advantage might fit you if you're relatively healthy, if you prioritize lower monthly costs, and if you're okay with network restrictions. Medigap might fit you if you want predictable expenses. Let me put that here because that's very important. If you value flexibility and you want to minimize financial surprises. But here's something many people don't realize. This decision isn't just about today. It's about your future and your future options. That leads me to the switching problem. Switching later can be difficult. In many cases, you need to pass medical underwriting. You could be denied coverage. This basically means the decision you make now will lock in your future flexibility. So it's something you need to carefully consider. So which is better? It's not about which plan is best. It's about which trade-off you're willing to accept. Lower monthly costs versus with higher risk, or higher premiums with more predictability. That leads me to what's next. Now that you understand the difference between Advantage and Medigap, you need to know something even more important. And this is exactly where most retirees make costly mistakes. In the next video, I'll show you the biggest Medicare mistakes that end up costing thousands, so you don't fall into the same trap. If you like the content of this video, please subscribe to WisePath, like, comment, and share this with someone who needs it. WisePath, your path, your future.